This is such a loaded question. So I've been in the US for 14, almost 15 years. Basically, I grew up in Europe my entire childhood, and there's good and bad everywhere you go in the world. But if you asked me this question 5 years ago, it will definitely be different than now. Now I feel like I would be ready to move back to Europe because we have a child now and having kids. I feel like Europe is definitely much better. The quality of life is better, the food is better, just life in general is better. Also, my parents are there. But the good thing is here in America, you can do anything you want. Like the American dream is a real thing, right? In Europe, I guess it's harder to create a business, buy a house, and a lot of other things. You make 4 times more money in America than in Europe. So yes, life is cheaper in Europe, but people also make less money. It just like kind of like makes sense. Yes, we have very, very high taxes in some countries more than other, but guess what? We are happier than American people. So there's good and bad everywhere. Yes, we have to pay for healthcare here. Healthcare is free over there, but then it's very, very hard to make appointment. Like my sister had such a hard time making an OB appointment, just like regular stuff. Like people don't realize like every country in Europe also is different, right? Like cars are better here, obviously they are bigger and AC, and now I love my AC. Now that I go to Europe, it's like, oh my gosh, where's the AC? So it's like I've been here for so long that I love things about the US that I don't know if I'm ready to go back to Europe, if that makes sense. But then it's like the houses in Texas are like big and amazing, and like all this build is like, oh, this is a dream, okay? You cannot find this in Europe. You will never find this in Europe, right? So it's like, unless you have a ton of money. But there's the good and bad in every country. But if it comes down to like raising kids, 100% better in Europe. So that's why like we're open to move back to Europe if the time comes. Education is so much better in Europe, but it's also free. Here it's expensive and you have to pay to go to college. Everything is about business in America, and people have to, they care about their money, and people have to go to college, but they have to pay for it. And then you spend your entire life paying and having debt. Like we do not have debt in Europe. Credit cards are not a thing, that does not exist. So it's like there's things that are way better in Europe. People care about you and the actual people. They don't care about just making money and business and all of this. Like there's so much thing that I can talk about, like the difference in like a lot of things, but the quality of life is definitely better in Europe, 100%. Like GMO are literally forbidden in Switzerland, so that just makes the food automatically be better. There's no artificial flavor. Like a lot of things are just better in some countries in Europe, and every state is also different in America, so it depends on where you live. But